Morning. It's been a while. I'm still feeling blur, but I have had a nice weekend with Jack and Arthur. My boys came over. Jack took some time out chalking the driveway, which was cool. And Arthur, he was just my mindfulness guru, just watching him loving playing with mud and grass and just amazing, just living in the moment, which is what I'm really, really trying to do. I'm not liking sleeping very much at the moment because the dreams are just crazy. Was it night before last? The dream was that Andy's leukemia was in his leg, and he'd gone from a 0 chance of survival to 96% of survival if they amputated his leg, and that's what they were going to do. Bizarre. Yeah. Anyway, I didn't sleep very well Saturday night because we were up the hospital with little Arthur Bear for most of it, because he suddenly came out with this horrendous rash all over his body with a temperature. But some antihistamines and lots of Calpols seen him right, so that's good. He's okay. Luckily on Friday, I'd ridden a Bumblebee over to my folks to collect my car. To collect my dad's car, because Jack was on call this weekend, so I had a car if me and Arthur Bear needed to go anywhere, which was lucky because we had to go to the hospital on Saturday night. Today I'm driving back over to then pick up my bike. Struggling this morning. I did a little bit of Relive on Friday and started taking photos of the street signs, because they're really good. They've got so much history, and the street signs tell us so much. And I know history is his story, but there are some facts in there, and there is some fun stuff we can find out about our own town. So maybe have a little look at the street sign of your town today, if you're lucky enough to have one, and see what they tell you, because they can tell you the history of a place. So anyway, today Beckles to pick up my smaller glasses. I'm hoping my goggles are going to be in there, but I doubt it. And on to pick up my bike. And one of the things I noticed, actually, it's really weird. I feel absolutely fine in a helmet, but as soon as I get in a car, I feel really claustrophobic. It's like really weird because I hadn't driven a car for quite a while, really. I've just been out on my bike, but that's fine. Anyway, I'd like to say a big shout out to Underworth Rob. Thank you. He watched my last little video where I said about, it's okay to feel down and low and blur, sit in the corner even, but just don't unpack and stay there. And he put, thank you for this, but also don't look back and stare. And I really, really like that. We can look back, but don't stare. Because no matter how much we try to do our absolute best at the end of someone's life, or just the best in our life, we always in grief find something to feel guilty for. And one of the things the medium said to me when I was out in Spain was, he's saying to you, just let it go. He knows you're going to dip, but just let all the past go. It's gone. New chapter. Move forwards. Close that door. And he's right, because when I do dip, it is about, we should have done this, we should have done that. But we all have I wishes. Hindsight is a wonderful thing. So anyway, I'm trying very hard to wake up this morning. The other thing that's been plaguing me is pain, a lot of pain. And then I had to take my diclofenac yesterday, which makes me even more wappy than I usually am, but that's okay. So I'm just going to get some inspiration from my books today. Try and open somewhere different from positive. All right. Okay, I'm going to go to happiness. I'm on H. We've got habits, hallucinations, halt, hangovers, happiness and happy. I read happiness and happy, but if you want me to read the others at any time, then let me know. Or just scroll down. I've probably read some of it before. Or just buy my book from Amazon. Worldwide. Download a free sample on Kindle. Happiness is the opposite of suffering, and I truly never realised it could feel like this. Happiness is genuine, it is natural, and is of our own making. Initially, I could not remember having ever felt this way, but that's because our memories have a habit of hanging on to sadness and misery. Now sitting and writing this, I'm reflecting and remembering many good times from my past, which filled me with happiness and joy. Have a little dig around today. Go and find some happiness and remember to share it around. It really is infectious. So yeah, that's what I need to do really, because obviously I wrote this book before Andy passed away a year ago now, actually, that I wrote this book. And yeah, my happiness is kind of, I had a lot of happiness, but it's kind of the last few weeks been like, ugh. I did find it at the weekend with Arthur though. I did have some happiness. Also happy. We're all connected by our wish to be happy, but we look for things, situations and people to make us feel this way. But it's a bit like the beggar's box of gold. We just have to look inside. Yes, there are lots of emotions inside of us, but numbing them is not the way to make them happy. Working through those emotions, dealing with the situations and feelings, accepting our contributions and areas of control, and letting go of the past really does make us happy. Anger, greed, resentment and jealousy will just keep us in a dark place. Learning to let them go allows our happy to shine through. That's quite poignant to open on to that today, because last night I was really wanting to go and get sweets and cakes and have a binge. And I played it forwards and I was saying to myself, it's not going to bring Andy back. It's not. And he'd be really upset if I was doing things like that. And today I would have been in even more pain than I'm already in. So I played it forward and that really helped. So, yes. Let's have a look at All on the Board, because I love this book. Thank you, Verity, for gifting this to me. Right, let's see where we open on today. Oh, what is love? It's a big one. I don't think they could have written this on the... I think this is the introduction to the stuff that they write on the board. So, what is love? According to reliable sources, love doctors all over the world and the many millions of songwriters since the Big Bang happened, love is the greatest thing. Love is all around us, and it's all we need is love. The legendary rock star Meatloaf would do anything for it, although we still haven't found out what he wouldn't do it for. Everybody loves the feeling of being in love, and it feels equally marvellous to be loved. When you are truly in love with somebody, all you want to do is make them happy. Their happiness makes you happy. You would give them the world if you could, and you would most definitely let them have the last sweet in the packet. Wherever you live, wherever you roam, or however lost you might feel, their heart is your home, and you always want to be there. I'm just probably going to stop there, because that's really helped me just to know. Yeah, and he is always here, isn't he? He is always here. I'm going to read the rest of that to myself later. But and there's one in loss that I've actually highlighted today. I'm not going to open, and it's called Again. We'll meet again, of that I'm sure. And though I should not rush, I know that time is running out. I wish the clock to hush. For there is more I need to do, that you would hold so dear. And then I've lots to tell you, when once again we're near. I'll tell you of the starlight nights, and know you saw them too, looking from a different place, but seeing the same view. I'll make you laugh with tales of joy, adventures through and through. I'll dip my toes in crystal seas and bring them back to you. We'll meet again, of course we will. Till then, sweet time must spend. I have so much to do until I see you once again. And that's made me realise that I'm probably not talking to Andy as much as I used to, and sharing my experiences as much with him, and that's probably what I need to start doing. I think that's going to help, is just to talk to him more, rather than just assuming that he can see it all, because it helps me to talk to him. So I really need to start doing that today. And one of the things that I need to stop doing, coming back to this love, is watching, and I am going to stop watching Married at First Sight. I really liked the first 5 series. The 6th series I wasn't so keen on. It was more Big Brother-ish. It was more, just, well, I know you could see people were in there not for the marriage. They were in there for the TV, for their likes, for their followers on Insta. That was really sad. But it is what it is. It's not sad, it is what it is. But what I really didn't like was how much the makers of the programme were absolutely plying the contestants with alcohol to make for good TV. because that's why it all kicked off. There was alcohol everywhere, every single step of the way. Alcohol, alcohol, alcohol. And so much so that even halfway through that last series, they put product placement in situ. So to tell you they were advertising, and it was, of course, all alcohol. So I won't be watching any more of them because I just don't agree with it. I don't agree with plying people with poison to make for good TV. So that's it. That's my little thing. Because that's my area of control. I can't control any of that, but my area of control is just not to watch it. Like news, don't watch the news, and that's fine. But today I'm going to talk to Andy more. I'm looking forward to getting my bike back, getting back on Bumblebee, and having a little ride, and I'll see if I can take some more photos for you of street signs at some point. And what I might do is splice Friday's Relive and today's Relive and just do it with street signs. I'll see how that works. We'll see how it goes. Anyway, I might pop back later to ramble some more if I'm in better mood. I'm having a cup of tea. As my nan always said, a good cup of tea cures everything. It's the best. So look, and after all, I am her ladyship. I'm my perfect ladyship. Anyway, ta-da for now. Arthur Bear, my mindfulness guru, what are you doing?
I'm doing this.
What you?
Seeding.
Ah, you're putting the grass on top of the mud, and why are you doing that?
We're just doing a job to do. Just a video.
Okay.
So I done a bit of stones.
Okay, you know what you're doing, yeah?
And then this.
That's good. So I've carried on reading through the poems from on the board, and this one really resonated because this is what it's all about. I think my glumness at the moment. Hold me tight. At the moment, I need someone to hold me tight, to calm me down and say it's all right. When my mind is in darkness, to switch on the light, to shelter me from the storm and keep me warm at night. To be the wind in my sail and allow me to soar like a kite, to be my safety net if I should fall from a height, to add colours to my world when things are black and white, to stand by my side with pride and help me fight. But at the moment I need someone to just hold me tight. And I know that Andy's still there doing all those things, and I can't feel him hold me tight, but actually I need to go back to Petwood Woods because I could. And his message was, just stop, close your eyes and feel me. So that's what I'm going to do now, because that's what I need, is to feel his hug. Oh, and just be. This pub is said to be really haunted, and an old witch's pub. Even the sign's a bit witchy. And in the garden is a hanging tree, obviously not used anymore. And locals were very surprised one Christmas to walk in and see Ed Sheeran tinkering at the old ivories. Well, it was really good to get out actually, and on my way out I had a phone call with my friend in Melbourne, so I'm definitely going there. Caught up with my folks, got Bumblebee back, who's now parked at the gate because he got a power cut here. So yeah, I can't get through the gate at the moment, so she's out in the cold and the wet, bless her. Big storm, you know, like those on the way back, you know, like the storm chasers who trying to hunt for the eye of the storm. I was trying to get the opposite way, not very successfully. So my legs and my feet are absolutely soaked. I've stripped off and put warm stuff on now below. The good news is though, the spray on wax that I bought for my hoodie was brilliant. My top's completely dry. Amazing. That was a real bit of thunder.